Hi everyone, blessed be. So I wanted to show you how how you can make a simple decorative besom for quite cheap. So these are some like pampas grass stems from the pound shop, and they're literally £1 each. So I got, it's 5 of them or 6, 5 of them. And first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sort of fluffy end off, because I'm using that as the bristles for my broom. I've tried to get some like proper sticks and stuff, but I couldn't get anything, so this was the closest I could get. As you can see, Leo is inspecting as well and helping me. You'll see his head popping now and again. He was fascinated by what I was doing. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to peel back this layer, and I'm going to chop off the fluffy top, because I don't want the fake plastic stems. I just want the sort of fake fluffy bit. I've got a different stick that I'm going to use for the actual handle of the broom, of the besom. So I'm just using my wire cutters and snipping and bending backwards and forwards to snap the wire, because the wire in these was quite thick. And I'm going to do that to all of them. Then I've got this stick, and I found this in my garden a long time ago. I peeled up most of the bark off, and I let it dry. There is a little tiny bit of bark left, but I quite like the look of it, so I've left it on. And it's just literally a snapped off twig from a tree in my garden. And what I'm going to do is, I've got all the fluffy fake pampas grass, and I've got this like silver coloured wire. I'm just going to wrap this around to attach the bristles to the broom handle. And I'm just going to keep doing that until it's fully secured. If you hear running around, it's just my cat's got the zoomies, by the way. And yes, I know. So I'm just wrapping the wire around repeatedly, and then it looked like this. I've got these couple of feathers that I found. Sorry, as I was recording, I heard a big thump, and I thought my cat had hurt himself. So I've got these really cool feathers. These are from my garden as well. And I just love the iridescent greeny colour of them. So I'm just wedging these in underneath the broom handle, and I'm just deciding which side I want to have them on. I'm deciding whether I prefer to see a little bit of the wooden handle, or whether I prefer to see the back. And as you can see, Leo's inspecting what I'm doing at the time of recording. I think I'll have them on this side, I think. But yeah, I just love the colour of these, and these have been in my stash for ages, because I tend to collect things like a magpie, and then like especially natural objects, and keep them in stock, and then I use them for craft projects, especially when I do pagan craft projects. So I'm just going to add some hot glue. I'm just going to stick that on. Excuse my thumb, by the way. That was a bit of a disaster when I was cutting something. Tried to chop my finger as well at the same time. It's only slight though. And I'm just going to arrange these feathers and get them to stay in place. I'm just using a bit of hot glue to stabilise them, and hopefully get them to stay where they are. I'm not going to leave this massive blob of hot glue on show. I will cover it. But for now, it's just to hold them in position. And then I'm going to wrap some more of that silver coloured wire that I had from the craft store years ago. I'm going to wrap that around to cover up that hot glue and make it look a bit neater. And the stick, by the way, has been in my stash for, found that at least a year ago. so it's well dried out. You want to make sure when you find a stick, check it for little woodworm holes, and check it for anything that looks, you know, like fungus or anything, and then let it dry out thoroughly in like a warm space. So once I finished wrapping that wire around the feathers, I've made this little charm with a bit of wire, a pentacle and a little bell. And I've just threaded them onto some wire, and then I'm just twisting this in place. The wire I already had in my stash because I like to make jewellery occasionally. There's also a little, what's the bead made out of? It's not moonstone, it's like a sort of opalite style bead, but it's not. I can't remember what it's made out of now, but I used it to make the prayer beads for Goddess Selene, because they kind of got that like sort of moony luminescence about them. So I added that as well. So I've just looped that around the wire, and then I'm just squeezing the end shut to form a loop. So that's going to sit like that. I think that looks pretty. And then I was umming and ahhing about adding some more bits and bobs that I've got around my room. So I've got this really beautiful hair clip that I don't tend to wear very often. I find some hair clips uncomfortable in my hair, and also my hair's not mega long, so kind of just doesn't fit properly. So I was contemplating adding this, and I was having a bit of a think whether I wanted to or not. But you can use anything you've got around the house. I mean, the cost of this broom, this besom, sorry, was the £4 that I used for the bristly stuff. Everything else has been found or I've bought years ago. So like the wire stuff was from my jewellery making that I've already had for years. And I believe that spool cost me about £3 many years ago. And I've just used the last little bit of it. The charm is pennies because it came in a big bag of charms. There was loads of them. The stick I found and the feathers I found. So you can make items for your craft very, very cheaply. You don't have to buy stuff. I only bought the bristly stuff because I couldn't find the twigs I wanted. I wanted to get some like birch twigs, I think it is. But I couldn't get any, and I'm not paying for them. So I'm just using stuff I've got around. I've got this beautiful little moon crystal that's, I think they've like adonised it or something. They've done something to put a coating on it, the crystal anyway. And I was umming and ahhing about putting this amethyst on, but I decided not to. Because my matron goddess is Selene, I decided to go with the moon one. So as you can see, I'm just having a bit of a tinker, deciding what I want to do. And the one advantage with hot glue as well is the fact that if I wanted to remove any of this, I can. So, you know, nothing's permanent if you're not sure. But it's nice to actually use some of the stuff out my stash, to be honest, because I don't always use stuff for a very long time, so it's nice to start using up some of my things. And yeah, so I went with I did try the amethyst a few times, but I just don't think the colour went right. But I think that little moon charm went really well with the rest of the look of the besom. So I just put a load of hot glue on. I could have wire wrapped the crystal, because that's another thing I like to do, is do wire wrapping. I'm not very good at it, but I do have a go. I could have wire wrapped it on, but I decided to just hot glue it on for now. I can do a bit of wire wrapping later when I've got some more wire, because the stuff I've got now is like a thicker gauge. It's not really suitable for that. So I just hot glued that on with plenty of hot glue. And just held it for just a few seconds to make sure the glue has started to cool, so it's nice and secure. And then what I did was, you'll see in a second, I go around the edge of the crystal where there's any gaps, just to make sure it's well secured down. I find hot glue works quite well for this, but if I did pull on the crystal, it would come off, because the hot glue will snap off smooth surfaces. So I will go over this with a bit of wire wrapping eventually. But that's it. That's how to make a decorative besom. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Blessed be. Bye for now.